All right, where are we? I'm gonna play some Tour 8, trying to keep up my, excuse me, trying to get promoted. Trying to get all my stuff matched up. Max out my trophies in Tour 8 and then move on to Tour 9 so I can get matched up with, maybe give myself a better opportunity to get matched up with Dunner. So as you go up the scale, then you're getting people that play more and they're playing higher tours, so you got to play a little bit more. When you, at a certain point, playing Tour 8, it's hard to get promoted unless you play a lot. So we'll see how it goes, but play some more Tour 8. How many slots do I got open? Let's see if we can fill up all of our slots. See how it goes. I actually, for the first time, played the challenge today in my 77 account, and I won. Obviously, as you go up, it starts off, you need to win 1 and you get a chest, and then you get to a point where you need to win 2 and get a chest, and I'm up at the top where you need to win 3 and get a chest, and got bored and stopped. I think I've won like 8 so far, lost 1. Had somebody disconnect right at the last gasp, and that was the best bag. It had a pocket 8 in it, and they disconnected at the very last gasp. I have enough room to work out win here. I do. What is that? 1.2 times 10 divided by 1.5. 8 rings. 8. Probably turn my grid on. That might help. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. Isn't it perfect? El perfecto. Let's see if I got my wind adjustment right. It looks like it's going in the rough. Overpulled it. I must have been at like minimum club, so it should have been like 2 per ring instead of 1. That'd have been 6 rings instead of 8, and that would not have put me in the sand. Let's turn my grid on. I'm doing a 60% wind adjustment from up here at the top. 1.6 times, and I'm not so sure it shouldn't be like an 80%. I do a 60 when I'm down on the other side, and so I'm not so sure from here I shouldn't be doing an 80. Dude, even with power 3 ball, even max overpower, even with +7 max overpower, which I can't believe that ball's not out. You can not just do overpower, you can do +7 overpower. There's no way you're not going to end up in anything other than the sand or the rough on that shot. What do you think? And then you give me the fucking... Dude, you played 14,000 games and you haven't figured that out yet? Is that the deal? Is that really true? 10.5 divided by 2. 8. 8.4 rings. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 8, 4. 16 rings great to the right, aka 75. I was afraid to run too much topspin on there. That is one of the things I will say in that challenge, is I had to take quite a few long ass putts, and for anybody that knows me, I'm not really good at long ass putts. I wasn't using the app on the clubs, but I will say this, over the years of just playing and knowing my numbers and doing the hand math, there's a lot of those clubs that I know. I may not be absolute, but and also you can look at the ring width and kind of get an idea. I had to make a couple short chips, and I was really kind of, when you first start playing, the real weak spot in your bag is chipping. Yeah, and you give me the frowny face again. Like, what? What, are you mad because it didn't go in the hole? Oh, fuck, I missed it. Wow, I can't believe that went in. Wind was absolutely zero factor right there. I thought with that high of a wind and on that first bounce that there would be a little bit of wind effect. That's why I moved it off to the right. I was hedging my bet. But I am glad there was no wind effect, because that was every bit of 2 rings. And I don't want to listen to this person anymore. Let's shut him up. So what we need them to do is hit it great to the right. And they hit it great to the left, so it'll go right in the hole. Right in. There we go. Go into a shootout. I'm not afraid of no shootouts. As my knees knock together, my hands shaking. Oh my gosh. Remember the first time you ever played and you joined a tournament? The first tournament you ever played in, remember, like, especially for those of you that have played in a lot of tournaments, like now I just play in tournaments that just go for it, but the first tournament you ever played in was all sweaty and all nervous and, like, you know, butterflies in my stomach. Actually putting it on the line 200 tournaments ago. That is one of the benefits of the big dog, is you can do a rough putt from here, but your ball guide's a little lacking, so if you run it all the way to the cup, you'll probably overshoot it by a mile. See if my opponent gets it right. Put some pressure on me. That great to the right probably didn't hurt him. Yeah, did a little. 3.43. See if we can get closer than that. There's max, there's min. I'm in like the mid range. .3 times 1.1 divided by 1.2, and we're going to do 6, 7. There's 6, 7. Oh fuck! And I was shit. Was that 3 rings great? I think I just lost. I won. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. On a 3-ring great to the right. See if they'll replay. See if they'll replay and save us some time so we won't have to go back to the screen. Hell no, we ain't replaying you. See if we can get back at it. Get back at it. I remember the first time I went through the tours, when I got to Tour 9, I had some issues on Tour 9 because they changed the courses right when I first started it, and I knew the old courses a lot. This was back in the day when everything in Tour 9 was in Tour 4, so I had those courses down, and they put that they changed the courses for that Christmas. We actually just played those holes here a little while ago, and with mid-level clubs. Those holes are brutal. But when I got to the very end and I was only like I just needed 1 win, I kept getting the fish. The Oasis used to be in it at that time, and I kept getting the fish hole, and it brutalized me. Depending on what rough iron they have, they can make that, but it is difficult to hit off that little island. And Nordic Fjord, I only need about 2.5 topspin. I think I need to be like 4 rings off. There's +7. I'd be like at the +3 mark at like 4 rings off. 5-4. My opponent opened the door a little, so there's 4-5. 5.4 times 1.1 divided by 1.5. 396. 4 rings. One ring grade on the inside. That might hurt me. That might be what kills me. Close, stop. Put me a little bit. A grate to the right there, you run the risk of rolling off, and it wants to pick up a little bit of steam and roll off there, but it does put you farther away from the cup. And I've got a Guardian, so it's difficult. My opponent's so far forward that they can hit over to that side without any overpower. And they're using the wind, so that'll get a good launch. With a Guardian and a 1 power ball, I will probably have to use the wind as well. Maybe. I'd rather just do an overpower shot. Six. There's 5, 5, 6. Hitting it perfect. Laying it up. See if my opponent can get in the hole from there, which they easily. I don't like those kind of putts where you're doing the side hill and you're looking straight forward, but you're putting off to the side. Those, for whatever reason, those putts are dangerous ass putts for me, even being that close. I have missed a few of them. A few. Boom! In the hole. In the hole! I like the new pin placements for the. I did a walkthrough yesterday. It was a long ass walkthrough. It was like an hour and a half. I made up for the short one that I did on the previous tournament. But with the new pin placements, I went out and played all the holes and we took a look at them. There's a lot of. If you're playing in tournament and you're bringing out the right ball, there's a lot of different things that you can do on these holes. There's a lot of different ways that you can go. And with the new pin placements, playing especially some of the par 3s, like how we used to go at them and how we can go at them now, there's some shots that have been opened up. We will see here. We will see. I'm right at max. Blue ring off. 4.8 divided by 1.1. 5.23 rings. 5.23 rings. Let's get a little bit more squared up with the wind. 5.23. Hitting it perfect. I think I'm closer. Another win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There we have it. That's 1 and 3. Let's clear off one of those, just in case we get somebody that wants to replay. Just in case. I did a 20% adjustment on that hole. I'm thinking rookie, and a rookie, I think you can hit, it's like max club, even though you're at minimum club, it's like max club plus 10. So it's really like maybe a plus 30%. But I started off doing a plus 10 here and it was bad. And it does want to roll out for whatever reason on that particular hole. The green, the flagpole's here, and it's actually running uphill. And when you're hitting down in this area, you'd think it would slow down going up the hill, but it actually, they must have reverse cut the green. So it actually kind of rolls out like what my opponent did, where it rolls off. It rolls a lot more than what you'd think it would. It does. My opponent can attest to that. Hole number 8. See if we can win like 6 more in a row, or however many it needs to be to max out this tour. And as soon as I max out this tour, I'm off to tour 9. Well, maybe. I really got to look at my bankroll. I have a thing about bankroll. When you move up to a new course, you need to be able to stay there. That's the deal. You don't want to move up and then be dicking around and having to. There's 11 divided by 1.5. That'd be 7 rings. Do I have 7 rings here? I do. Seven 7.33 rings. Do I have 7? There's 5, 6, 7, 5. I'm going to lean just a little. Hit it great to the right. Oh, I'm going to clip the rough. Fuck, I clipped the sand. That's how far back that pushed me. That was brutal. I have a thing about going up, so like once you move up to a new tour, you don't want to go up without enough. You want to be able to stay and take your lumps. So you want to just be able to move up, and if you get your ass kicked handed to you, then you get your ass handed to you. What it is you will probably be fine on the course, but you need to learn how to play the par 3s, the shootouts. And you'll lose a lot of shootouts. So if you look at yourself as a 75% player where you win half the time out on the course and half your shootouts, if you're losing all your shootouts, you're kind of breaking even as far as bankroll, but it doesn't take very long to start getting into negative bankroll. And if you've only got, 10 times the amount that it took to buy in, you could easily find yourself in a where you have to drop down because you just don't have any money anymore. And I'm not a fan of not having the cash flow to stay at a tour. So I usually like to go up. I think when I originally went up to Tour 9, I had like 75 million. I stayed at Tour 8 for a while just to work. Number 1, I was working on my clubs. And number 2, I wanted to make sure that when I went up, I was able to stay. Two, 4, 6, 8. I'm gonna do. There's 8, 5, and I'm gonna do like a 10%. Hitting it perfect. Because I think at tour 9 it's what, like $1 million a round. So I've got like 24 or 25 million in this, possibly a little teeny bit more. I think it's around 25 million. What's my current? I got 26 million, so that means I've got 26 matches I could lose if I lost 26 in a row. Oh, my opponent let me back in. They let me back in the game. I can't believe that they can't make that. Well, they got a low wind, low. That's probably a low power ball, right? I've been paying attention. And in the rough, that is so common. Like, dude, you were fucking laying it up. Why did you press the issue? Middle of the freaking middle would have been fine. Hornet, there's Max. Shit. There's min, so there's mid. So I'm eking at mid. 9.4 divided by 1.3. .23 rings. That's a straight up adjustment. There's 5, 6, 7, 2, 3. Hitting it perfect. Probably should have added something on, but it looked pretty fucking flat to me. Probably should have taken some off. My opponent let me back in the door. Crappy drive. All they had to do was lay it up. They've got a, what is that? That's a power 3 ball. I would forfeit this match right now and give up the coin and give up the trophies. I would forfeit right now to have that ball. Just one of them. Just one. Of course, in the course of any day, if I could do that, I'd probably forfeit like 30. I'd play a lot more. I'd forfeit a whole bunch. I probably would only have about 2 million by the end of the day because I'd forfeit to get those balls. It's like, dude, we're playing one-on-one. I've got a fucking Quasar. Like, are you so threatened that you've got to bring out a precision power 3 ball? Or did you buy so many of them that you just have that many laying around? Shit, give me one. I'll take it. Wouldn't it be cool? You know for a fact they'll never do that, ever. They won't even contemplate it. If somebody brought it up, they'll just laugh them out of the room. They'll do some other stupid shit, but they won't do that. And I would just get people forfeiting to get balls. Somebody might, hey, I tell you though, somebody might be like having a tough time maxing out some tour, and they go out there and they bring out some kick-ass ball, and they're like, please, 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 just forfeit to take this ball. So I can max out this tour. The clan might not like it though, because you're giving up potentially a bunch of clan points to get some balls here and there. That's all right. Let's go to the shootout and see if I can have any success in the shootout. That hole was a total failure. Total failure. And I wasn't even trying to get jiggy. Normally, if I was trying to get jiggy, I would have went over to the right-hand side. The pin placement on this hole is, I tried a shot yesterday where I was way over to the left trying to bring it down the hill, and there is a spot that you can find up there where you can get your tail to come down the hill, but getting the wind adjustment right is going to be difficult. The pin placement on the new one is kind of like right here in this area. Put a little pressure on me. A little pressure. Under pressure. Get where I want you, bitch. 3.8. I'm gonna do 4 rings. And I hit it great to the left. Got that going for me. And great to the left probably helped me. Good game, my man. Lost one. What's the deal with that? I'm supposed to lose? Come on, rematch me. Let me get my money back. Come on, you can do it. Are you a player? You're not a player. Not a player. How much time we got here? 26 minutes. I got enough time to play a few more. Do I have any in 10? No, he lost all my 10 wins. All of them. How much do you win? How many trophies do you win here? You win 22? Let's check this out. One of the things about this bag is I don't have I don't play this very much, so I don't have a lot of coin perk. Let's empty out all of these clan ones. What do I got here? Very, very, very few. What are they telling us here? Important update, iOS 11, Android 5, and lower versions. Important announcement. We want to make you aware of an important change coming next season. In our next update, we will be ending support for operating systems below iOS 12 and Android 6. As development in Golf Clash progresses, it becomes increasingly difficult to maintain compatibility with older devices running older OS versions. I'm surprised that Apple, because that's like one of their big shticks, is they come out with iOS 2700, and if you got iOS 2699 and you bought that device 3 days ago, they're no longer supporting it, and you can't, and they won't support any apps on it, and you can't upload apps, and that's their little shtick, is your equipment's fine, but they make it obsolete. I don't think that affects me. I'm not I have whatever the current Android is. Alright, that was our big news. That was the big news. I had to go get a power cord since I have 3% power. Shit, I'm surprised I'm even able to shoot video and do all the stuff with 3% power. Is it charging now? It is. That's why I lost that one, because I didn't have enough power. ZZ Topspin. Here we go. It's going to be win 3 or 4, lose 3 or 4. This is definitely a hole you got to get on in one, or you're in big fucking trouble. Man, oh man, oh man. Let's try that with. I put this bag in here just so that I could try shit like this. Wonder if I can get through that. Can you get through that? Might be able to get through that. No, it's not going to make it through. I think it was 1 point. I don't know what the deal is. I can't remember what the wind adjustments are on that. I think it's 1.8 per ring. Ooh, I might have made it through if I had my trajectory perfect. I got to get used to 41 curl instead of, I thought the extra mile, that's always been, because I do like curl on drives. curl doesn't work very well on second shots as far as I'm concerned. Wouldn't everybody like an APOC 7? Raise your hand if you want an APOC 7. I ask this on every video because I run into somebody that's got an APOC 7 or an APOC 8. Raise your hand if you want an APOC 7 or an APOC 8. I'll take one. Where's that line start? There's a lot of people on that line. I've been playing for a long time, so I got to be ahead of some of you. But it just goes to show you that even with an APOC 7, it doesn't take your shot for you. I've never lost to somebody because they had better clubs than me. I've lost because I fucked up. There's max. There's mid. So I'm a mid club. How close can I get to my rings? It's 5 divided by 4, 1 1/4 rings. 1 1/4. 1 1/4. 1 1/4 plus 1. One ring great to the right. If I was going to hit it great, that was the side. Just missed it. One ring great to the right is what I missed it by. I guarantee you a perfect would have been closer. Hold on. Watch my opponent. I'm back. What did my opponent do? Did they do something spectacular with their Spitfire? They had to be about the same distance as me, so that was like mid Spitfire, so that would have been about the same amount of ring adjustment. Very little. In the hole. I should probably look up what that Thor's hammer is. I had it in my mind and then I forgot. Level 6 Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer, level 6. Come on, come on. Quit dicking around with me. 64 accurate, so 1.7. I played with a Guardian for a long time. It was at 1.7. It's pretty easy. Like if you're playing one-on-one, 3 rings is 5, right? 1.7. It's 5.1, but 1.7 times 6 divided by 1.1. Let's see if we can get this hole right this time and not hit it. Like a half a backspin. 6.54 rings. There's 6.54. Getting it perfect. Needed like one solid backspin with that wind. I think before I put on top spin, but it's hard to find a spot out there where you can go to that same spot every time. I haven't won a lot of shootouts on this hole. And I should have used my Thor's hammer. This is one of the reasons to bring it, is because I could have used it at minimum club and I could have been backspin and got right up next to it. There's a spot down there. See right where the green starts and it's got that shadow. There's a flat spot right there that you can almost do a fairway rough bump. You can get into that area and they're gonna run for country mile. Hopefully they won't hit the flagpole because they're going to breeze right past it. breeze past it. Wow, we won one. Look at that. Blind squirrel finding a nut. See if they'll replay us. And a rematch? Come on. I'll give you a chance to get your money back. No dice. No dice. I'm still having issues on these par 3s, but luckily my opponents are having bigger issues. I must be due for a gold chest here. I've been playing my 80 or my odd account here, not only to help to catch up where me and Denner can get matched up and play, but also I was starting to run out. I only had like 25 days left in club card trading. I think in my 77 account, if I didn't play another day, I still have over a year. I have like 300 and some odd. Yeah, I think I have about a year worth of extra club cards. For those people that have been playing the game forever and a day when they did the club card trading, a lot of the people that were bitching about it were newer players that had like one extra club card, and they were like, well, I don't have anything I can do with this one extra club card. It's all bullshit. Not really thinking about, well, hey, there's guys that have been playing, guys and gals that have been playing for 2 years, 2.5 years, that have tens of thousands of extra club cards. I watched Tommy do the thing on the day that the club card trading came out, and he maxed out every club in his bag in his main account, and then in his other accounts he was like 1 or 2 clubs away. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. There is a max overpower hook shot you can do here, and I'm not sure you can't get. It's too big of a swing with. 3.8 divided by 1.7, 2.23 rings, 2 1/4. I'm going to put that wind back on. Not much, but a little. I'm going to lean just a little teeny bit. And hit 1 ring great. Hey, fuck you, dude. If I wanted to hear shit out of you, I'd have squeezed you. They got to be pretty close to just flat at it. I'm not sure where they're at in their club. They're going to be at mid club if they ran all that topspin out. So it's 2.4 per ring. So it's like 2 and a little. And why would you put curl on it? And think about it, if they'd hit that straight up, they probably would have went in. That little bit of curl moved them off to the right. Why would you do that? Why? If you want your shot to be, if you think that you're going to have secondary wind effects, set it up a little bit more to the right. And there's Max. There's Man. I'm at mid club. 4.7 divided by 1.3. 4.15 rings. I'm going to do 4.2. There's 4.2. Oh, fuck, and then I hit it 2 rings great to their left. Arrgh. Had it just a little bit too close. I would have missed even if it hit a perfect. The only way I would have made that is if it hit the flagpole. I think if I'd have hit perfect, I'd have missed it on the right-hand side anyways. What's funny is I wonder how many times they're emojiing me right now, thinking that they're doing the little deal, and I smacked them, shut them up. Zip it. Oh, here comes the boss. Here comes the boss. How much time we got? I got time for one more hole after this. One more. My opponent's got a Guardian. You're not going to do the rough bump with the Guardian, I can tell you that. You only got 3.5 topspin. No, they got the topspin boost ball, so they might actually be able to do the rough bump. I'm surprised they're not doing it. Did they adjust for the wind there? Well, the wind's not blowing that far, but... And they hit it great to the left. That helped them. Except they didn't adjust for the wind. So we got a free shot here. 5.6 times 5.6 divided by 1.1. 6.36 rings. Thank you very much. Thank you. 6.36 rings. 636. Hitting it perfect. Got to be closer than them. That works fine. Now we'll shut them up so they can't respond to me. They might have me turned off. Doubtful, but I haven't said anything up to that point. There you go. Let's see if you want to replay. You want to replay, dude? You want another? You want to? Hey, come on. Yeah, you don't want to replay. You just want to talk the game. You don't want to walk the walk. Okay, I got one more slot to fill, so let's see if we can win one more. One more. How much time we got? I think we're in the right framework. Yes. Got time for one more game here. One more. I'd have to win, what, 3 more in order to max out this tour? It always gets towards the end and you're like, sometimes you can just breeze right through it, and sometimes you start to get the nervous spells. Bringing out the Kingmaker. Heartbreaker. Well, I'm definitely going to have to make it in one. Let's bring out the number 5 bag. Four, 3. A little bit of curl to bring it back. Oh, that's difficult. Wow, I can't believe it hit right there. That was a little bit of luck. We'll take it. It's not that first bounce, it's hitting it great to the left like that, you're not going to land on that second island, and if it doesn't land on the second island, it will roll through like that, but then missing the sand, like that's almost a miracle. If it misses that island and it rolls out, it's almost always in the sand. Luck. Can be good, be lucky. Can't be good, be lucky. And the wind was definitely a factor. Definitely. What's up, puppies? What's up, puppy dogs? What's up, little puppies? All right, going to the shootout. What's up, baby?
Making some pizza if you want some.
Okay. I'm going to finish this match and then I'm running to the... I'm going to finish this match and then go to the post offices.
I can even go take her to the airport on my own if you want to do the post offices and the dump stuff.
I can go with you. It's all good. It's all good, Yaman.
Want to just come in for your pizzas?
Okay.
Bring it up.
No, I'll come in.
Come on, dogs. Let's go. Good girl.
11.6. I'm just going to do 11.6. That's a max adjustment, plus 10%. If I can grab the ring sets. There's 9. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Hitting it perfect. That was bad. I should have zoomed out farther so that when I pulled it, I had room to pull what I wanted to do there, because I have no idea what I pulled. I pulled 9.5, and then I was trying to do 11.6, and I'm not sure that I think I over pulled it for one, and I needed to be a little bit closer with that headwind. It killed it. My opponents got me. They're gonna win. Well, they opened the door, but I think they still won. I didn't look at my number. I was so disgusted with it. Wow, I won. Winner, chicken dinner. Look at that shit. Is this gold chest? Yeah, come on. How many you gotta win before you get a gold chest? I can't rematch you, dude, because I don't have an empty slot. Well, I guess I did win a gold chest on the last one. Where am I at? 32 away. So what's that? 2 wins. I got to win 2 more, and I will max out Tour 8 and have to move to Tour 9. What's in Tour 9? I don't even know what's in Tour 9. I don't even remember. I'm sure that once I get out on the course, I remember Gokasha Bay and the Yongsang Gardens, but I don't remember them now. Parc de Paris is not. I remember those holes. I could point them out to you if you showed me pictures of them, but I don't remember holes like that. I remember once I get out on the course. I'm trying to think of the par 3s. I can't remember any of the par 3s on any of those courses. All right, looks like maybe one more day of playing Tour 8, and then we can go to Tour 9 and max this out. The question is do I like my bankroll? I know they say like if you had 10 million, you could go up to the next tour because it's $1 million. You want to have 10 times the buy-in, but I really do like having more buy-in. That way you can go up and you don't really care whether you win or lose. But I think 20 And by the time I get there, I'll be like 28 million. That should be enough. That should be. Get some practice tokens. All right, there you have it. That was some more Tour 8. For all you Tour 8 fans, getting close to maxing it out. I will catch you on the next one. And be safe and have a great week. Thanks for watching.